Are you constantly trying to think of new ideas of things to post, new content, new videos, new blog posts? You get stuck on Instagram or stuck on Facebook, just scrolling and scrolling, trying to think of new ideas and things that will get people interested in your service and your products. If that's you, this video is for you, so stay tuned. My name is Kari Baxter, creator of KariBaxter.com, and today I want to teach you how to create a never-ending content list of ideas for your blog and social media. I have been there, I have struggled, and when I found this out, I was so excited to use it, and I use it every day to come up with new ideas, and it literally never runs out. So you are going to love these ideas. 3 main ideas. So stick with me and we will go through all of them. Now, when you first get into network marketing and they teach you to make a list of all your friends and family and you're going to reach out to them, you're going to call them or message them or whatever. And you do that, but you figure out a couple things really quickly. First of all, a lot of your friends and family aren't interested. Second of all, what happens when you run out of your list, right? That's what has driven a lot of people to start using social media to build their network marketing business. And it's smart, but you can run into the same problems of always messaging people who aren't interested in what you're doing. So if you've been around for a while, you start to hear about attraction marketing and curiosity marketing and things we can do to get other people to start reaching out to us. So as you're moving from prospecting to marketing, this is where you run into the content challenge. Then we have to create content to get people to come to us so we're not always reaching out to other people. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video, is how to create a never-ending list of content ideas. So the first concept I want to share with you is something I learned from somebody I follow named Jenna Kutcher. And I think she calls it the JK5. But basically the idea is that you're going to create a magazine for your ideal client. Now think about if your ideal client went to the grocery store and was picking up a magazine, what kind of stuff would they like to read? Now, the example that came to my mind was Pioneer Woman, because maybe the person you're reaching out to is a mom. She's super busy. She needs meal ideas. She needs easy, quick things she can make at home. And so she grabs a Pioneer Woman. Now, she buys it for the recipes and the cooking, but there's a lot of other things in there that are fun that keep her interested too, right? Like Pioneer Woman talks about her family and the farm and, maybe a scarf she found that she really liked. So she adds a few other things in that keep people interested. So that's the idea we're going to start with. Think of what you want in your magazine. Pick 3 to 5 categories that you're going to consistently talk about in your content. Now, you don't want these to be too all over the place. They should be somewhat related to yourself, your personal life, and your business. So, for example, if you're in a health and weight loss network marketing company, maybe your topics will be health and fitness and your family. And maybe it's your pets, or maybe you really love coffee, or maybe it's where you live. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so maybe I'm going to talk about things to do in this area of the country. Whatever it is, it's kind of related. I can kind of tie it all back to my products and keep people interested. But even if people aren't exactly going to buy stuff for me to lose weight, all those other categories will keep them interested and coming back to my content and my blog and keep them in my audience and my frame of reference, even if they're not buying from me. And so it kind of helps people stick around longer. And if they don't follow you for one thing, they might follow you for something else. So the first thing you want to do is download the worksheet on my blog post that goes along with this and write down your 3 to 5 main categories. Mine are network marketing, books, I love books, health, my family, and something else I forgot. I have them written a little later down here in my notes. Social media marketing, right? I love teaching people like you how to do better with your social media marketing and do better in your business. So those are mine. So like when I first started my blog, I knew it would be about network marketing, but it was so narrow. It was such a narrow focus, and it kind of bummed me out to think that I had to talk about network marketing all the time. So I started adding in book reviews because personal development and reading books is related to network marketing, and I love reading. So that was super fun for me. And then I started branching off into social media and teaching people how to use different strategies for their network marketing business. And I'm a mom of 4 kids, so of course my family is part of my business because You have to learn how to run a business around your family. So all those things are related. And that's what I love to talk about in my blog and in social media. So that's your first step, is to pick your 3 to 5 categories. Now, your step number 1 for actually starting your vault of ideas is to take those 3 to 5 categories and write down 3 ideas for blog posts under each one. So for example, if I'm going to talk about books, maybe my first 3 ideas are the last 3 books I read, and I'm going to write a book review about those. If it's about my family, I'm going to write down ideas like how I record videos when there's 3 wild boys running around my house. I'm going to talk about my morning routine and why it's important for me to get certain things done before the kids wake up. You get the idea. So take each category and write down 3 ideas of blog posts or content posts for each one. Now, let me clarify real quick. When I say content posts or social media posts, to me, they're really interchangeable. Like all those ideas I just gave you, like how I'm able to record videos while my 3 boys are at home, that could be a Facebook post, that could be an Instagram post, I could do a YouTube video about it, and I could create a full-on blog post about that. So I really use the terms interchangeably. I believe these ideas will work on any platform that you're using, even if it's Pinterest or LinkedIn, it can work for any of the social media platforms. So you have started your never-ending content list. You've started. That's it. You've got, now if you have 5 categories and you have 3 ideas for each one, you now have 15 ideas that you can use for content posts to help attract your ideal audience and ideal client to you. Okay, idea number 2, poll your audience and ask them what they need help with or what they want to see more of from you. Now, if you have a small following on Instagram or Facebook, this will still work. I recommend starting there and use the question, ask me anything about blank, and the blank is your category. So let's say one of your categories is dogs, because you have 2 dogs and maybe they're a certain type of dog. Maybe they're black labs and that's what you have. And so you say, ask me anything about black labs. And people will ask you questions. When did you get them? How old were they? Did you train them? Did you get them from a breeder? Where did you get them? And they'll ask you a bunch of questions. Those are all content idea lists that you can write down on your never-ending content list. Now, let's say you say, ask me anything about network marketing. And people will ask you all sorts of questions if that's something they know that you do. How long have you been doing it? Why do you do it? How do you make extra money? Is it a scam? Is it a pyramid scheme? Let them ask, because you know what those are? Those are awesome content ideas. You can do a blog post about that. You can do a video about that, and you can clarify and explain and teach people what you do and why you do it and all about it. So start polling your audience. And a little like a side tip along with that is that you can also go into Facebook groups, like niche Facebook groups, and ask the same question. So go into a weight loss group if that's one of your categories. I'm just using that as an example off the top of my head. If that's one of your categories, go into a weight loss group and say, ask me, you could say, I lost 50 pounds, ask me anything about weight loss. Or I have lupus, ask me anything about my health. Ask me anything about how I've managed it or dealt with it. Or sometimes you don't even have to ask the question. Go to the search bar and type in struggles or problems or issues. And people love to talk about the things that are wrong with them. They love to ask for advice and they love to give advice. So jump in there and just start searching, and you will find more things to add to your never-ending content list. And idea number 3 is to use the internet. Use Google, Pinterest, and YouTube to see what people are already searching for. So for this part, I'm going to cut over to my computer so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, if we go to Pinterest, and let's use the weight loss example again. And let's say we start typing in weight loss. Watch what happens. All these ideas come up. Weight loss meals, weight loss plans, weight loss before and afters, weight loss smoothies, weight loss meal plans, weight loss motivational quotes. These are all things that you should add to your never-ending content list as post ideas. These are all content ideas. You can keep going. You can go as deep as you want. Let's say you type in weight loss supplements and look at more ideas. Weight loss supplements for women that work, support, ideas, quotes, fat burning, group ideas. I mean, it truly is never ending. So you want to do this for all your categories. Let's say your other categories are, what was mine? Social media marketing. So as I start typing this in, I can get all sorts of ideas: business, strategy, design, plan, quotes for Instagram, tips. So do this for all of your categories and add these to your list. These are more ideas. You should have at least 10 now under each one of your categories, okay? And that's just Pinterest. Go to Google and you're gonna do the exact same thing. You're gonna type in, let's say we do social media marketing again. And you'll get all sorts of more ideas: salary, courses, definition, plan, Seattle, companies. Let's say you really love coffee, or maybe coffee is one of your products. Coffee at home. Starbucks, recipes versus the coffee shop. Memes, without a machine, for beginners, ideas, goods. See all these ideas, add these all to your never-ending content list. And once more, you can do the same thing on YouTube. Let's say I want ideas for working from home with kids, with pets, with a baby, with a newborn, with Amazon. All these ideas, these are all examples of blog posts that I can add to my never-ending content list. If I type in mom, routines, schedule, guilt, that's a good one, during the pandemic. Okay, you get the idea. Add these to your never-ending content list. You can have 10 ideas for each category just using this alone. And here's the bonus to this solution. Let's say I pick work from home mom routines and I go here. So not only am I getting ideas for blog posts, but guess what these are? Solutions. If you don't know everything about your category, you don't need to worry about that, because all of these are giving you solutions that you can present to your audience. You can spend the time, spend the 27 minutes, learn a little bit about this, turn around and teach it to your audience, and they will love you for it. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to have done it for 25 years. You just have to learn something, try it out, see if it works, and turn around and teach it to your audience, and they will be so grateful to you. So I hope this helped. This idea opened up everything for me, and I never ran out of content ideas again. So download the worksheet that comes with this video and start filling out your never-ending content list. You'll be so glad you did. You can stop scrolling Facebook and Instagram looking for ideas, stop feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, and start using this to always have good content to share with your audience. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.